Hey guys, Ebony Pal here and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a review for you guys. We are going to be talking about the Willow breast pump. I've been using this one for about 3 weeks now and I really wanted to give it a good try, figure out all the bells and whistles, and just kind of figure out if I really do like it or not so I could give you guys an honest review. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Let's get into it. Okay, so I first heard about wireless breast pumps when the movie Black Panther came out. The cinematographer Rachel Morrison was in some documentary or a documentary piece that I was watching, and she was talking about being able to pump on set because of, I think she had the LV, and it's these little wireless breast pumps that you're able to put in your bra, and it's a little bit more discreet. You don't have the wires and all of those things that you see in a traditional breast pump. And so it was something that I really wanted to get when I was pregnant with my first son, Milo. However, these things are super expensive. They're literally $500. And at the time, that was just not anything that was in my budget. And I really wanted it because I knew that I was going to be going back to work. So I'm a teacher by education, and I knew that it would be very convenient for me. It would be something that I would probably get a good use out of. But like I said, at the time, it just didn't happen for me. However, this time around with my second pregnancy, I was a little bit smarter, and I put it on my registry. And I put it on my registry as a group gift, right? Because I kind of felt a little bad trying to ask one person to give me a $500 breast pump. So I had a couple of people just give to it, and at the end, I ended up coming out of pocket maybe about $100, and I was able to purchase the Willow. Now there is the LV, and when I was doing my comparison and looking at the reviews and everything, in the end, they're kind of like the same thing. One may be a little bit louder than the other. I've heard good and bad about both of these, so I just went ahead and went with the Willow pump. And like I said, I've been using this for about 3 weeks now. So when you purchase the pump, the package comes with 2 pumps, one for the left and one for the right. It comes with your milk bags. These are the baggies that you attach to the pump, and the milk goes in there. And then it gives you 1 charger, and then it gives you 2 little brushes to clean the washable part, which I don't use those right now. I haven't felt the need to use them because I have a baby bottle brush, and I just use it for the same thing. One thing that I did purchase again was the charger. So I didn't want to be bothered with charging the left one day and then charging the right. I just wanted to be able to charge them both at the same time. So I went ahead and bought another charger, and this charger was, I think, $29. You can buy it on the Willow website. However, I just bought mine on Amazon. I was able to find it on Amazon.com. And then I also picked up more baggies. One of the really cool things that I like about this pump is that it's not only wireless, it's very convenient. With this pump, once you put it in your bra and attach itself to you, you can actually lay down. So there's been times where I'm just kind of like chilling and hanging out on the couch pumping, and laying down in my bed pumping. It doesn't have any sort of spills or anything like that. So that's one thing that I really liked about it. I also like the fact that this pump has an app that goes along with it. So I don't have to, constantly do a check to see, oh, how much milk do I have in my bag? Should I change the bags out or anything like that? The app shows you, as the milk is going into your bag, the app shows you how much milk that you have. After 25 minutes, it stops on its own, and it gives you the option of either taking out the bag and ending your pump session or continuing on. Also, once your bag is completely filled to the capacity that they allow, it stops pumping on its own as well. And that's really cool, especially for me, because I have a toddler and a newborn. So once I pop these bad boys in, I'm like focused on a million other little things. And so there's literally been times that I have forgotten that I was pumping, and it'll stop and my phone will like make a little noise, and it'll show me that either my session is done or my bags are completely full. So when you get the pump, it comes apart like this, right? This is the pump and this is the little washable part that the baggie attaches to. The way that you put it together, you have like this little slot right here, and that is where the milk bag attaches. So just put it right, stick this little circle in here, and then you pull it over, and then you just kind of stuff the bag in, and then you flip up the little lever and you close it, and then you reattach it to the pump. Now, this might sound very simple. However, I had a very difficult time trying to get the baggie into the pump so that it wasn't like hanging out. The good thing was that on the app, it comes with a couple of videos to help you kind of walk you through it. So it's not just directions that you're looking at. It also shows you video of other people doing it as well. So when you put it to your breast, you want to make sure that your nipple is directly in the middle of the circle, because once it starts the suction and expression, you don't want like your nipple to be too high or too low. You want to make sure that it's going straight through so that it's properly getting all of the milk out, just like a regular breast pump. And also, we know that if you don't do it the correct way, it hurts a lot. So you put it on and then you just slide your bra over top. Now you want to make sure that you are wearing a pretty fitted bra, because even though it's suctioned to your breast, you just want something to secure it on there. And that really helps with if you want to lay down or if you want to do something else, you're bending over, you just want to make sure that it's not going to slip out or anything. So I put one on the left and I put one on the right. And I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tried nursing and pumping at the same time, but I have seen people do it before, and I'm pretty sure that that's something that is very possible. However, it's not anything that I've done. Every time I do a session, I'm always pumping both at the same time. So I usually go for the full 25-minute session, or until the bags are filled. If my bags are full before the 25, then I just go ahead and stop. Once you're done, now this is the part of the review that is a little bit more frustrating. I had a very difficult time figuring out how to properly take the bag out of the pump without it spilling all over the place. The first time that I tried to take the bag out, I spilled at least 2 ounces of milk. And if you are a mama, you know how completely frustrating it is when you accidentally spill some milk. It's like literally the end of the world. And once that happened, I was so upset. I went and told my husband. I was literally almost in tears because I was so frustrated that I had just wasted that milk. But I had to look at a couple of videos, look at some reviews, and finally I was able to figure it out. So in this little hole right here is like a reserve portion of milk. It's like almost an ounce of milk. So what you're supposed to do is, after your session is over, you take 2 fingers and you just kind of like press your breast to you, and then you lean over and you remove the pump from your bra. You're holding the pump like this, right? And then there's like a little, like I said, there's a little bit of reserve portion of milk there. And you're supposed to turn the pump towards you. And this is like the kind of like cool part. And you're slowly tilting it towards you. as you're tilting it towards you, the technology knows that it's tilting. And as it's doing that, these little like suctions happens that pulls the rest of that milk into the bag. And you're like slowly tilting it until finally it's on its back. Now, there's a piece where you pump directly into a container, and there's a version where you are pumping into the bag. The problem that I had was that I was looking at a video that was showing you how to remove the container instead of the bag. And so it was telling me to do something that I was not supposed to do. And so that's when it became frustrating to me. And then Vincent and I just had to troubleshoot, and we just kind of figured out our own little thing of how to remove the bag. So you're holding the pump like this. You're going to take off the pump, slide up this part, and there's like a little bit of milk here too, and I just kind of like move that to the side and make sure that it's all there, and then I just pop it off, and then the milk is in the bag. Of course, it looks a little bit different when you actually have milk in there, but for the most part, that's how it works. I'm not still spilling milk, but it is a little messy. And there's always like a little bit of drops here and there. And at first I was frustrated still, because I'm thinking, you know, like this is a waste, like I'm still spilling milk and everything. But then once I compared it to the Medela that I have, I was just like paying attention to me removing the pump and everything. The drops that you lose and everything, it's about the same. So that part right there made me get over me losing milk when I was removing this. I will say that if I had the money, I would probably purchase the LV too. I've heard that the LV is a little bit more discreet and that it's a little bit quieter, but honestly, I have no complaints. This thing is so convenient for working moms. It's convenient for moms that have toddlers. It's convenient if you just want to chill out and you don't feel like being bothered with all of the ins and outs that go along with a traditional pump. It's just a really, really convenient thing. I will say, if you are looking to breastfeed and you need something that is going to be convenient for you, definitely put this on your registry if you do not have the money to just pay for it outright. One of the things that I did to let friends and family know that I really wanted this was to mark it as a must-have and make it a group gift. And so if you could spare, you know, people not buying diapers but giving $50 or $25 to this, definitely do it. Overall, I will say that this is worth the money. I love the fact that I can go back to Amazon or the Willow site and I can talk to someone to help me troubleshoot it. I'm always able to purchase replaceable parts, and getting my hands on those things is really, really convenient. Overall, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this a 9. It definitely has some parts that are frustrating, but for me and my lifestyle and what it is that I'm looking for, I would do this all over again. So definitely a thumbs up. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions about the Willow pump, or you have some advice or some tips for me, I would love to hear from you. You can leave those in the comment section below. As always, you can follow me on social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'd love to see you guys over there as well. And until next time, be happy, be whole, and be healthy. Have a good one, guys. Bye.